From the Fort St. John North Peace Museum. How's it going this morning, Heather?
Good, you?
I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Before we chat about why you're actually here to chat, we're just right before here, we're talking about it's going to be a busy day for volunteers. Tell us a bit about what people are doing, because I find that this is just fascinating what's going on today at the museum.
So about 5 years ago, we got a huge donation of negatives taken by local photographer Rudy Schubert. So we have a crew of volunteers. The two volunteers go through them and kind of get them in our database and ready to identify. And then in batches, we have a larger crew of volunteers come in and identify who's in the photo. So it's always a really impressive process with people remembering things 60 to 70 years ago here. And so I'm always impressed with their memories.
Wow. Do you know offhand about how many negatives you got and photographs from this big donation?
We're in the thousands anyway.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Very cool.
Yeah.
Day-to-day life at the museum. Sorry, go ahead, Heather.
When volunteers go through them, they sort them. So some are duplicates because, of course, it wasn't like digital photos and so on. You couldn't see what you were getting. So he'd take multiples. So we don't keep every single negative, but we keep the ones that would be most useful in our collection.
Excellent. Now, speaking of the hard work that goes on with you and the volunteers that make this museum happen, you've got some excellent events coming up in celebration of the Family Day weekend, including an open house, don't you?
Yeah, so we're doing an open house and scavenger hunt this weekend. So anyone can come in and just go through the museum for free as our open house and ask any questions you have. Those who want to do a scavenger hunt, families or other people, are most welcome. We have a 3-page full-color winter scavenger hunt looking for a whole bunch of artifacts around the museum, from winter type animals to tools you would use, and most of them have some fun facts associated with them or some stories.
Very cool. And I guess the open house, you said it was free, so are you open the whole weekend, or is it just kind of a Saturday, Sunday thing?
It's Friday, Saturday, and Monday. So we're open Friday, our regular hours 9 to 5, Saturday, our regular hours 11 to 4, and then we're going to be open Monday afternoon, especially from 1 to 4.
Perfect. And for people coming by who want to take part in the scavenger hunt or just want to see the museum, tell us quickly what sort of things they're going to see there, what sort of exhibits you've got at the moment, and exhibits you always have.
So mostly we have our permanent exhibits. There's a few new additions to our permanent exhibits in the last few years. We're in the process of redoing our Charlie Lake Cave display. So we have a new sculpture on display that we just got. We have a new winter sleigh, which ties in well to our scavenger hunt from the Hadland family. That's about 90 years old now.
Wow.
And we have a new model bridge up. One of our volunteers made a model of the Peace River suspension bridge. So and then there's all our regular displays telling the story of Fort St. John, from the dinosaurs to the first people here, through the fur trade and the development of our community.
Wonderful. So again, free to hang out at the museum this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Again, a scavenger hunt available as well. And you don't have to sign up or register to do any of this. You just drop in, right?
You can just drop in, and if you make a good attempt at the scavenger hunt, we have prizes as well.
Oh, a bit more incentive. There you go. So if you're going to be at High on Ice anyway this weekend, which I know you will be, make sure you check out the Fort St. John North Peace Museum. For more info on everything they've always got on, check out fsjmuseum.com as well. Heather, always nice to chat with you. Thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you.
This community interview is supported by your Member of Parliament, Bob Zimmer. Stop by his office in Fort St. John at 9916 100th Avenue and in Dawson Creek at 10421